Greetings YouTube, Don Grayface here. Tonight I'm smoking my 7LA Trevi 606, and in it I'm smoking some Dunhill Virginia Flake. A while ago I had bought a bunch of flake tobacco and tried it, and it was pretty moist, as most flake tobaccos are coming out of the tin. And me being an impatient man didn't want to sit around and wait half hour, 45 minutes to dry it out, so I just kind of set them by the wayside. Well, I decided to check on them the other day, and lo and behold, they've dried out a little bit, all of them. So I figured I'll try my different flakes. I have 5 different tins of flakes to try, so I'm on number 2. But that's not why I fired this up, although I'm sure you're kind of interested in that. Have a couple things. First, I want to send a salute out, or shout out, to all the veterans for today. I just heard the midnight time chime down over town, so it's technically the 12th now, but still wanted to get it out there. Thank you to all you veterans. And as I'm sure you may have noticed, the camera is no longer being held up by an arm stretch and shaking all over the place. I found something at work that is actually made for holding a cell phone in a car, but I thought it looked like it'd work for what I'm wanting to do, so I'm going to give it a shot. And now I'm able to video hands-free. Which brings me to another thing. While my cell phone works pretty well for videoing, it still drains my battery down, and I kind of would like to have a dedicated camera. But I don't know what to get. So I'm opening this question to everyone out there on YouTube. What kind of camera do you use? I've been looking all over the web. I've seen that Sony makes something called the Bloggy, which looks like it's made specifically for doing this kind of stuff. It looked kind of interesting. They have one out called the Bloggy Duo, which has a screen on both sides, which would be nice because I would really like to be able to see what I'm seeing right now, or what you're seeing rather. But I was also thinking maybe something more along the lines of a real camcorder, like say a handy cam. But then I was wondering, how well does that work in uploading for YouTube? Because like the Bloggy says, it is made in MP4 format, which will go directly to YouTube. So I'm wondering if like a Handycam has to be compressed or decompressed or whatever the technical jargon is for that. So if anyone out there can tell me what you're using, what you suggest, areas you might go look at. I'm not wanting to go too expensive because the camera's not going to be used all the time. I'm not a professional photographer. Something upwards of $400 is definitely out of the question. I'm really not wanting to go probably max $150. I know you're probably going to say you're not going to get a good camera for that, but for what I do, a video or two every now and then, I think it would probably work. Or should I just stick with my cell phone and deal with the draining of the battery? So I would kind of like to hear your thoughts on that. And I look forward to it. So until then, and until next video, catch you later.